Hello and good morning to all of the beautiful souls out there. Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in with me for a moment. I'm so honored and grateful to just share some time with you and some thoughts with you as they come through in these moments. I am enjoying a cup of coffee down by the river, and I'm just thinking of all of you tuning into this energy, this feeling of unconditional love, this source, this life force that permeates everything, all things. And when I'm down here contemplating, I just feel so open. I feel so connected to where all of the bits and pieces of myself are in this world. And especially when I'm tuning into all of you here in the tribe, my YouTube tribe, my friends, my family, is really how I think of all of you, because you are all divine reflections of me, of the life force within me. You're all divine reflections of unconditional love. And my intention for this channel has always been to express the soul, express who I really am, to express that which I really am to this world. And I never knew how it was going to unfold. I truly could have never imagined that I would be here in this way with all of you when I think back, even to just a year ago, and how much I've overcome and all of the things that I faced. And something that I was thinking about this morning that I really wanted to share with all of you, that I thought was really important, was to just keep reaffirming to all of you to truly know and realize without a doubt, 100%, that all of the answers and everything that you require and need to thrive in this life are within you. And there is nothing outside of you that you need to gain clarity or perspective or receive something. That everything you truly desire, everything that you want to know, everything that you want to manifest is truly all within you. You are the power. Over the years, I've followed different light workers and spiritual teachers, and I'm a seeker of all sorts of information and truth, and I love to solve mysteries, and I love the esoteric and the ancient wisdom, and I love the earth. And I've always considered myself sort of like a fringe dweller, someone who kind of goes against the grain or the mainstream. Although I love the mainstream life, I love the energy of being social, and just there's so much I love, but I'm also very drawn to the sacred ways, the natural ways, the quiet ways, the subtle ways, the magic, the energy, the unseen, the paranormal. And so it seems I've always lived with a foot in both worlds. And because of that, I have gone down many rabbit holes. I'm not afraid to learn about things, because I know that truly, using my own intuition and discernment, I choose what's right for me, and that everyone has a different way of translating their experience, because we're all having unique experiences. We each have a unique perspective, and nobody walks in your shoes, so nobody can see things or experience things quite the way you do. And, no one walks in my shoes, so I can't expect anyone to truly know what it's like to be Crystal. So, I've just been open to learning and understanding life and what it truly is. It's something that is just like magic to me. Ever since I can remember, I've always wanted to understand life and what it is and why we're here and where we came from. And whenever I listen to someone sharing their wisdom or their experience, or trying to guide people or looking to guide people, I notice that a lot of people will, they're not speaking in a divine energy. They're not speaking in divine words, divine thoughts, pure, in the way that unconditional love speaks. They will say things to us like, it's like this energy of, I know something you don't know. Or, I've discovered the answer, and for $499, I will share my secrets with you, sort of thing. And that is a false light. That is a dark force. That is an energy that is working through that person to portray, the light. And it's not intentionally done. It's very unconscious. But it's when you're in tune with your true source, which comes from within, you realize that, there is nothing, we all have the answers within us. A true person who has come into alignment, that is here to guide others, will tell you, will not tell you that. They will tell you that everything I know, you know too. All the answers are within you, just like they're within me. And they will empower you, and they will remind you of who you really are. And once you begin to remember that you are this infinite divine life force within you, once that door is opened, it's truly, you can try to close it, but your soul will continue, you'll just become fixated on it. So it's like there's so much more, when we open that door. And our emotions are like the glue that attracts the energy, and that the energy sticks to, that we're focused on. So when we're feeding, I like to think of this power we have within us. It's like a artist's palette of paint, of colors, different colors, and paintbrushes. And, you have this blank canvas in front of you, and you have all this power within you. You have all of this infinite divine power within you. And so the journey here is to learn to master that power, this God-given power, this universal given power, and to allow it to work through you, to allow yourself to tune into the emotions that are in alignment for, with your soul and with the divine path. So, you can pick a paintbrush, and maybe, you're like, I want to try black, and you do black, and you just paint black, and it invokes this emotion within you, right? And what happens in the ether is that emotion attracts certain energetic vibrations. People call them different things throughout history. They call them entities, if they're dark forces, or like demons and goblins and monsters, and they're very negative, and maybe they're mischievous, or they don't even have to be dark, but they're still of that negative, what we call negative vibration, like a and it could simply just be like a lower vibration of sadness and mourning, but there is like an organic dark and a fear-based dark. You know what I mean? So if you're painting in black and grays, you're only experiencing that emotion, that energy, that frequency. And your emotion is like glue. Your emotion is so powerful, and it radiates out, and not only does it attract like a magnet, it is like a magnet. You can call it a magnet or glue, but it attracts like energy to it, and then it like sucks, it sticks on there. It's like, ooh, we love this. And so it's about recognizing that you have the power to continue that energy, and there's no judgment. There's no, the universe honors everyone's free will. It honors your choice. It accepts whatever it is you choose. That's why they say the force is neutral. And you have the power to choose. You could simply say, you know what, I've experienced black now. Maybe it's time for me to experience red and purple and green. So I'm gonna, I'm just gonna put this paintbrush down altogether and get a new paintbrush. And I'm gonna try this, beautiful purple and red color. And you start painting it, and it will like invoke, maybe more emotions that are resonant with you, that you enjoy more, that you like to experience more. And so you paint with those, and then it begins attracting all of that, similar vibration to the colors, to the emotions. And maybe you paint something you've never even imagined before that just excites you even more, and you attract, who knows what. So then you add more color. It's all about realizing that you can pull back certain energies, that you have them all within you. You are light and dark. You are good and bad. You are the villain and the hero. It's just about recognizing that you are at the core of who you are is unconditional love, which is neutral. It is neutral, and you have the power to choose how to paint your canvas in this lifetime. Once you come into the awareness that you have that power, that's when everything changes. And those mediums, those colors, those things that you were using before, as you begin to pull that energy back, or put that paintbrush down, or that color back in the palette, you have to remember it's like stuck to there. Your emotion is like a glue, like a magnet. So as you pull back, there's going to be some resistance as that other energy is let go. But as you continue doing it and you stay true, knowing that you gotta have that inner strength to pull back and give yourself a moment to switch your paintbrush and your water and your colors, so that you can, and then, you got to get your new painting started. So there's this period in between where the energy is just very, it doesn't feel stable. It feels a little bit chaotic and, unknown. And there's like this fear that comes up, but that's simply, some people call it programs, some people, but you have to remember you are sacred. At the core, you are sacred, you are pure. It is very, very simple. It is very, very simple. It's the external world that makes everything so complicated. It's having to go seek answers from others and ask questions. If we could all just pull back and make a practice of going within every single day, first thing in the morning, before everyone wakes up, if we made it a priority, we would realize how much power we truly have, and we would be empowered. And so you have to remember that, things that are created in the external world where people are really fearful, it's because they're fighting that energy. They're resisting. Their soul is asking them to pull back, and it's an energy that just will continue like a merry-go-round. And you can play in there if you want to. It's a choice. But once you become aware, then it's a choice. And then it's like, oh my gosh, So just but recognize you always have that strength, that divine strength. You have divine courage. You have divine intelligence. Like your body is alive and doing things, 1,000 million things right now that you're not even aware of. You know, to have this experience in this life, and we're fixated on, you know, why someone doesn't like us, you know. And that to me is heartbreaking, because each of us are divine, intelligent beings who have been programmed by these, you know, denser, heavier, darker colors, because they you know, they need us in order to appear on the paper. But they don't have power over you. You are more powerful than the paint, you guys. And power comes from softness. The soul is benevolent. The soul is gentle. It takes a lot of inner strength to be gentle. It takes a lot of inner strength to be humble, to be kind, right? But it's who we really are. It takes a lot of inner strength to just go sit ourselves down and meditate for 15 minutes a day. It's like, we can't even do that. Like that, how, like, really, how strong are we? We can't go sit and meditate for 15 minutes a day, because I know I have a really hard time doing it. You know, so I do things like, I go for walks in nature and I talk to myself. I talk to the universe, and now I'm talking to you guys, because, you know, we are all in this together. And if this little girl from, you know, the Pacific Northwest, who loves to spend her days by the river and in the trees, can have these profound thoughts without any influence of the external world. And I literally had to be forced into this solitude, because I'm such a busybody, and I'm a Gemini, I'm a creator, I'm a mama. I love I never sit down, you know. I'm just one of those people. But I've got this fire. I want to create. I'm out here, and when I'm out here in nature, I'm so inspired, and I see how simple it is, and how nature co-creates with us. And, you know, I feel into this life of not having stress and all these obligations, like, that we've created for ourselves, when it could all be so simple. And I'm not saying that, you know, it's all going to be perfect, because what I've also realized is that the light and the dark is always going to exist. You know, the force is neutral. So each of us have the power to choose how we want to play this game of life, and what kind of players we would like to be. Would we like to harness the power of, you know, divine unconditional love and creativity? Or do we want to harness the power of the illusion of it? You know, that's really what it comes down to. And the beauty of it all is that the universe honors and says yes to whatever it is you want, with no judgment. No judgment. So one of the first things you have to ask yourself is, are you light or are you dark? And really go in and ask yourself, am I light or am I dark? Because when you know the answer to that, you can stand behind every choice you make after that. And then you can let go of guilt and doubt and shame. And you can be a co-creator, however you want to play this game. It doesn't matter. It's your choice. That is the power of being a sovereign, self-governing, infinite being. You are infinite. And only you know what is right for you. Only you know what your connection, what your soul came here to experience. Others will not understand it, because it is not their path to walk. They should be focused on what their path is, what they're here to do. They should be asking, what am I here to do? If we were all asking, what is my path? What am I here to do? We would stop worrying about what everyone else is doing. You know, that's giving our power away. We need to take responsibility for our energy, our thoughts, our words, our actions, if we want to feel empowered. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing. It can be scary, but it's beautiful, you know. So, yeah, I just wanted to share some divine thoughts as they came through, or what I feel to be divine. And I'm just so grateful to share with each and every one of you, and however I can. And I never know what I'm going to share, how it's going to come out, but I figure as long as it's aligned with the highest good of all, you know, it's reaching someone. And being, you know, sharing messages is new for me, and it's, you know, I am putting down my dark colors. And you know, they're still a part of me. I've learned so much from them. They've given me such a depth of character and a perspective on life that, you know, the darkness will always exist, right? So it's okay. It's not anything to fear. It's always been with us. It's always been around us since the beginning of time, and it will always be around us. But as we tune into the new painting, you know, the new visions, like, that we are aligned to, that we've chosen to align to, it'll feel so good. And the other, you know, all the other stuff will just become a memory of all this beautiful wisdom and gratitude that it's over. You know, it's like, it's, you know, it's, the past is in the past, and you can truly put the past in the past when you have learned everything that you were meant to learn from that time in your life. And you can feel grateful. The masterpiece of darkness can be complete. And, you know, you can start the new. And it's this ever evolving feeling of love, because love is always nurturing you to grow, you know, feeding you nutrients, giving you what you need to thrive. And it's up to us, you know, to receive it, to embrace it, to really truly claim our power, claim our path with dignity, you know, with honor, with humbleness, you know, that this great power runs through us. It chooses us. It is an unconditionally loving relationship, which is equal give and receive. You know, just as any human relationship that we have, it has to be mutual. So when you say yes to the universe, the universe truly will say yes to you. That is how that energy works. So I'm going to leave it here because I feel like I'm rambling now, but I just wanted to share that really helps me, that visualization of just imagining our emotions as like this glue or magnet. And you have the power, you know, to choose how to invoke your emotions. You know, if there's something in your life or someone in your life that only brings about emotions that are not desirable to you, it's time for you to pull back and honor yourself and allow yourself to tune into people and situations and lifestyles that invoke the emotions of love and joy and contentment and peace, because that's what you deserve. If that's what you want, that's what you shall have. So, and it will be so. It is so. So with that, you all, I love you very much, and I thank you so much for tuning into me and tuning in with me and walking this path with me. I'm just beyond words at times when I think of all of you, and I, you know, hopefully we'll be having more time very, very soon to just start really pumping out some videos, because I keep receiving so many messages and there's so much to come. So as I get, you know, more aligned with my path and things begin flowing in a more consistent manner, I'll be able to really manage everything and get back to all of your comments. I love seeing your comments and your feedback, and my heart is just beyond grateful to support you in healing and letting go and embracing who you really are, because ultimately it's an inside job. You know, there's you know, and this is wisdom that lives within you. It just needs to be reignited, you know. So we're doing that for each other, and I don't even know how to express my gratitude, because it's like, wow, I've never experienced anything this magical before. We really are all connected, you guys. And whenever I tune into you, whenever I really tune into these messages, it's truly like a pure unconditional love, the highest good for all, what you're meant to hear, who's meant to hear it. So if you're listening to my messages, they are meant for you. And it's an opportunity for me to stand in my truest integrity, in my truest strength, as much as I possibly can, even when I'm afraid. Because I know the fear is not my soul. So I just hope that it inspires you to continue, and we just all need reminders all the time. There's nothing wrong with them. It's if they're wrong, I don't want to be right. That's why I'm here. I'm the affirmer. So I love you all so, so much. And I'm just sending you so much love through the air, through my heart. And I believe in you. I know that each and every one of you are here to live this life to the fullest. And that's what we're going to do. We're doing it. We are doing it. So thank you again so much for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, for commenting, for being a part of this amazing energy that we're creating here together. A very big magnet, like a sun is evolving here. I feel it. And we're attracting others, and that are, we're all coming together with the same vision and the same purpose. And it's growing, it's manifesting, and the more we feed it and nurture it and love it, the bigger, the more beautiful it becomes. So stay true to you. Stay true to your soul. Believe in what you came here to do, and know you have all the power within you in this very moment and every moment to do it. I love you guys. I will see you very soon. All my infinite love, forever and always. Crystal Lynn. Peace out.